Good afternoon, guys. Today is March 15th. I am recording this video for the Monday, March 18th. Um, Before I go further, I wanted to apologize. I've been quite, sick with this flu, so I will be coughing in between. This is like a third day or so, and it's pretty worse so far. Just please. Pardon me. So I'm going to first talk about the S&P. S&P is in a pretty solid bullish condition, and I guess we haven't seen any kind of a let go so far of this trend. So even the one we saw it in the third week of February, the trend which was pretty much just a couple of days of it, and I thought that maybe some kind of a warning shot. Seems like it has got absolutely no effect so far. Would it actually get to this 1607 before this 26th April? That is the primary, I guess, I will be looking for it if it's continuing to go up. So that's what I think, and we'll wait and see if it may happen in that range. So this is the target here. This is the 26th April is the target, and of course, this is the one we are trying to look for it here. It could go much higher too, but I guess at this point that would be the next target for us to think about it. The next one is let's look at composites, which is the Nasdaq. I'm back. Nasdaq here. Nasdaq is also having. I think it's not quite reached its 100% of its range. Not that I always look for 100% as a target, especially in a daily or weekly charts. I don't. This is only truly valid during the intraday time frames when I'm trading the ES or NQ. So I think the first right now, I guess the immediate targets would be 1281 to this 3281 to 3301, and that would be the target range for the Nasdaq. Now let's look at gold. Gold has been absolutely amazing. It's the trend is solidly down, and I'm just not even going to touch it. It's basically, I guess, it also has something called a. Let me bring up a weekly chart here. The weekly chart actually shows you that. Let me try to draw it here if I can. Let's see, is there a two pen line? Okay, so we're just going to do this. This is actually in a what I call the kind of a channel. Usually after a rise in channels, and these are called a rise on ledge kind of a patterns, which are popularized by Linda Raschke. I don't know if it completely qualifies for it, and I'm not sure if it really qualifies in the weekly charts also. But regardless of it, that is something which you need to monitor it, and there's no reason for us to at least even think about getting into this stock, getting into this gold. If it does fall through this the lower side of it, then I would be probably thinking that the gold may come down to further to this 1400 level kind of thing. I still don't have any ideas whether to short it or go long at this point, so I'm just going to sit and watch it. There's plenty of other stocks to play, so why this? Now let's look at QM. QM has a pretty interesting thing which is going on. I think QM now it complete in the second triangle. The first triangle, of course, it formed it here, and then it tried to reach up to that point, and of course now it's performing what I call it the symmetric triangle. Now I would expect it to reach this 9750 is the minimum, because I think it's also in a channel, and also it's forming an ABC pattern. And I think the next higher ranges would be between this 97 and $99 before it may go up or down. But at this point, I think that is the targets which we're going to look for it. Now let's look at there are just a few stocks. I know I have quite a bit of list I thought, and I really had planned it, but I guess because of my absolutely, and I've been sleeping quite a bit, and I didn't really analyze lots of them today. But I'm going to go ahead and show you Apple. Of course, on Apple, I think I posted before that this has got a head and shoulder pattern too. Let me see if I can quickly actually show you to take you to my patterns modules. Let's see if I can bring up Apple. Yes, Yeah, here. This is the Apple's head and shoulder pattern, and it did have this range, the first target range kind of thing, between 79 and 60. 62%, which is between 390 and 419. I'm not any excited to get back into this type of trade yet. I won't. I think in my book it probably should fall even much further. But at this point, I'm just thought that I would show you it did reach this 62% and then it's trying to climb back. Let's go back to my original. Okay, here. Then let's look at Arun. This is something which has been happening, and it also has. I guess I had to go backward and forward with this. This is the Arun is another one which has got an inverse head and shoulder pattern, and also it has got an embedded ABC into it. This here I'm looking for the targets to this is about 29, 80, and $31. Let's look at the next one is the Brocade. I've been posting this for quite some time. Brocade is in an ABC bullish pattern, and then I guess it is actually trading much above the $6, and then I guess the next targets would be probably 6.5 to 7. If the markets continue to move up, I believe this is going to happen to the 6.5 to 7, and then maybe up to 7.5 also. Next one is the Chesapeake. Here is Chesapeake. Chesapeake has, this has broken out of its ABC bullish pattern, and it's trading much comfortably above. I think I'm going to just turn off the pennant here for a bit. Yes, and so the targets would be, this 21 to 22.79, and the next targets would be much higher, which is 26.82 and 29.75. So I guess it is in there, and I do not have a position in Chesapeake. Next one is the Crocs. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Crocs. The Coinstar. Coinstar is actually breaking out of this. There is a inverse head and shoulder pattern, but also it has an ABC bullish pattern right now, and it is trading about this range of 62 and 79%. And I think the next targets would be much higher, will be 64 and $65, $69. So, but currently it is at that point. So I guess right now I think it did reach its target zone, the first target zone. And the next target zone, we will see, and also it's kind of a matching with its gap. This is what I look for, especially when I'm trading for the patterns. The type of targets in which are actually confluencing with certain type of price targets, and that is actually very critical for us to really target it. So that's how the Coinstar is traded. Deckers, I'm out a long time ago, but I'm actually surprised that it's still moving on to move forward much higher. I think the Deckers target would be 53 and $59, and that would be the target range for that. This is an interesting pattern, and I think we're going to look for any kind of a breakout, and I think the ideal would be probably if the price actually trades above this 200 period moving average, and I'm not quite confident this is going to happen. And also its earnings are coming on April 17th, so I guess we will wait and see how it performs. Next one is the General Dynamics. I've been trading this for a while. General Dynamics also, I guess the targets would be between 71 and 73. It did reach the target of which I was trading at 70 calls. So I guess right now it is at my targets would be 71 to $73. Today I think it fell just about 8 cents down, and then their earnings are due on April 24th. Another interesting pattern which is developing in General Dynamics is this large pennant which is actually forming here too. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the next one is the Monster. Monster Energy, of course, there's in the last few days I just saw the kind of a positive action, but I think the trend is still down. I'm not too thrilled that you can take the position in yet. But I guess we'll just wait and see. This has a kind of inverse head and shoulder pattern too, so I think if it does give us a trend reversal, and then we can think about maybe taking it. But it might take another few more days for us to actually come out to that thing. And I think it's a May 8th is the earnings for Monster. Next one is Nvidia. Nvidia, I've been trading it for a while, and I guess my target is only $13, and it's only like literally 35 cents from here. But I think it tried a couple of times this about this 200 period moving average, and it never really succeeded moving forward. Not sure why, but I think it's a pretty solid stock, but it's very popular. But I just don't see why is it not able to move to any past this 200 period moving average. The next one is the SanDisk. SanDisk I have traded many times. In the past, but right now I guess I do not have a position in SanDisk yet. But SanDisk is actually now it's heading towards its target of a 58.75 to $64. I think that's it seems to be in a pretty strong trend since the middle of I guess November December time frame. Since then it's been going on. So I guess its earnings are also on April 18th. Next one is the TIBCO. I believe I posted this last week. TIBCO also has an ABC, what I call is a perfect ABC bullish pattern. TIBCO's earning $5, and if the earnings are good, I think it would probably head even much higher. And another one which I really don't care for this kind of stocks, but I thought I would show you is the Travel Zoo. One of the reason is because if you look at this type of stocks, the stock went into really absolutely parabolic in 2011, and then imagine this stock traded all the way over 120 bucks, and then it came back, and it came back to almost $20, and now it's trying to just gain back. So these type of stocks, when I trade it, I really don't have any kind of a confidence in it. Yes, we may see some patterns. I kind of think that's what happening here, but it doesn't mean that we can automatically jump in and take a trade. The last one is I guess USO. USO, I think I spoke about this before also, that with the QM, it's about now it's trading about this 200 period moving average, and it also crossed the EL. So if you were to trade it, I think you actually trade about this level, and then you actually place a stop below the C, and then the targets would be between 62 and 79%, and then you also can actually expect it if the oil really moves up higher, it could move much even higher too. So that's it, guys. Sorry for the short video, but I guess I'm really suffering today. Have a great weekend, and I'll probably try to post it sometime in the middle of the week next week. Thank you.